That looks okay. Could be better. Could be worse. All right. This is my RBO run from AGDQ 2019. I don't know how much commentary I'll have about it, and also I don't want to like compete to talk over the couch. But if there's anything super interesting that comes up, I'll speak up. So we'll need to do audio rebalancing again. So let me know if should be louder or quieter or whatever.
Are we good? Yep. All right, let's start counting it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right, guys. Like you said, this is our first boss order. My name is Oats and Goats.
I'm JRP.
I'm KN03.
We're gonna be kind of commentating the run as we go along, so we'll see how it goes.
So first off, this is a series station.
Waldo is on the left, by the way.
It's kind of like a purgatory.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Everyone's favorite place.
Right.
So not much happens until we get to Ridley, and
Yeah, so just to quickly explain, for anyone who hasn't seen Super Metroid, reverse boss order specifically is we're going to be fighting the 4 main bosses of the run in reverse order. So instead of going to Kraid first, we're going to start with Ridley, go to Dragon, then Phantoon, and then Kraid last.
Why don't you just kill Ridley here, Zeni? Come on, man.
You know, if I could, I would, for sure.
But
A lot easier here.
Yeah, so we're gonna be escaping before it blows.
I remember being really nervous.
See if you can do it.
I was like dying of anxiety right before the run started, and I was really nervous about series going well.
Arm pumps is 1 frame, so and speed talk that kind of adds up quite a bit. So.
But from what I remember, it actually did go
this is everyone's favorite room.
pretty dang well.
The stair room has been the dumbest room in series for the past for forever.
Nice D-boost.
Thanks.
Ooh,
Boom.
Very good time. Yeah, wow.
not bad.
Very good.
Not 47, but good enough.
Yeah, you know, it's not. It's 47, Zeni, but, you know.
I'm not you, Oats.
Okay, no. I told him he's 2nd place here. I told him if he's going to get the record, I'm going to kick his chair. And if I see he's on a good time.
Yeah, so this run's going to start out the same way as many other Super Metroid runs. We're going to start out by collecting Morph Ball and then go down and collect missiles. It's going to diverge just a little bit right after that.
Yeah, we're going to be going for a trick that is not easy.
Nope. Not even close.
Yes. So landing on Zebby, Zeebs, whatever you want to say. We'll let the chat decide what it is once again.
Yeah, some more arm pumps, and we're going to do a quick moonfall here. So we're going to talk about moonfalling a lot. It's really important to this run.
So basically, like, when you jump backwards like that, it underflows your falling speed. So it removes the cap of your falling speed. So you just infinitely gain speed, and you just fall really fast. And this is really important coming up from when we get to Brinstall.
And we'll explain that later. So.
Yeah, so Zeni's going to be going for a trick here called Task Tank. It's a really, really difficult trick, like we said. We're going to be doing a little bit of a donation incentive here. Every time he goes for it, if he gets it first try... Oh, orb, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah. Every time he goes for it, if it's first try, we're going to donate $50. If it's second try, it's going to be 25. Third try, 15. Fourth try, 10. Fifth try is going to be $5. And every CWJ attempt where he gets all the way up, after that, we're going to donate another $1.
So it's like a triple coin flip, triple frame perfect coin flip, basically.
Yeah, he's got 3 frame perfect inputs that he's going to have to do. Even if he hits all 3 frame perfect inputs, because of the way collision
really
works
nervous.
in this game, it's still a 50-50 chance if he actually gets it. So it's extremely, extremely difficult.
I was really, really nervous for this. This is like the main thing that I wanted to go well. I did not want to sit here for like 3 minutes trying to do this.
First try will be 50, like you said.
All right, get ready.
All right, that's 1.
1.
2. That was a good attempt. 3.
This is
4.
4.
4.
5.
5.
That was really close.
All right. Yeah. 6.
6.
Like we said, this is extremely
7.
Wow.
That's actually a really great, really great grab.
That's very impressive.
That's excellent.
So basically, normally we pick that up later when we come back
Yeah,
here.
Cypher.
So no, so we pick it up later. So you have to go all through green beats to then come back here. But basically, getting that now means we don't have to come back here at all.
Yeah, it cuts out a pretty good amount of backtracking. If you get it first try, it saves probably around 40 seconds optimally. So it's a really, really great trick.
So normally the first 5 minutes of Super Metroid are pretty much the same, but this is kind of like the one exception to the game is RBO, it would appear.
Yeah.
But normally what you do is the climb here, we go and get bombs with Mr. Bomb Chorizo coming up, so we'll see that.
Yeah, and actually another part of the time save of the trick is Zeni was able to pick up a missile tank right at the beginning, right before getting that tank, and that'll allow him to fight Bomb Chorizo a little bit faster than he normally would be able to. He's able to use missiles, which is higher DPS than just using your normal beam.
Yep, and Bomb Chorizo will be doing slightly different attacks as well because of that, but it's not really an issue.
Good old parlor.
Yeah, Parlor's the hardest easy room in the game.
No, there's no orbs coming up, sorry.
It's sort of an orb.
It's a moon.
What are you talking about? It's a bomb.
That's kind of like an orb.
I guess.
So yeah, this is actually a new Bomb Chorizo strat where you start right underneath him and it allows you to get a couple of shots in a little bit faster.
Yeah, so Zeni making quick work of Bomb Chorizo.
Those extra missiles sure are nice.
So you normally see, if you've seen a tool assisted run, they would skip that fight, but it's not humanly possible because for one, you have to do a frame perfect item check, wall jump check onto the item, which allows you to pick it up slightly early. Then you have to do 30 hertz button pressing, so arm pumping 30 times a second. And then it's a 50-50 chance if the door will let you go through it.
Yeah,
So it's really stupid.
So you can do it. Yeah.
Well, you could probably do it.
No. I'm so bad at that. No.
I thought you were good at this game.
No. Don't look at the past events, all right?
So yeah, this is standard SM for another couple of minutes. Zeni's going to be going collecting the first super missile tank of the game, using the first big trick that a lot of people learn is the early supers mock ball. It allows you to keep your horizontal speed if you morph just at the right time when approaching the ground.
Come on, Zeni, go for Moondance. Come on.
From the elevator? No.
Come on.
No, thanks.
Yeah, so he's going to be going for a trick in just a little bit. There's a task way of doing it, essentially. It's just barely humanly doable, but not really in run, so it's...
You're right. So did you say this was the first mock ball of the game? Okay.
Yeah, for the first pretty much required one. Yeah, so he grabs the first and only reserve tank of the run, which is really impressive because it makes a lot of other things really tight, which you'll see later on in the run.
Yeah, RBO has really been... the time has been brought down significantly because of routing and the items that you grab. So Zeni will be doing pretty scary stuff once we get into the meat of RBO, which is about Norfair.
Yeah, I did once, Twin.
Yeah, so just in a couple of rooms here, Zeni's going to be going for a trick called Moondance. So this trick allows you to essentially store your fall speed. Like we said, it underflows your Moonfall underflows your fall speed, and by doing it repeatedly after doing a specific clip that he's going to do here, he's able to store a bunch of them in a row. He's actually going to do 176 in a row, and by doing this, it allows him to do a really, really cool clip that you'll see in the room that he just came out of.
So Zeni is right now doing some precise inputs to stories, make his speed value go up, down more.
Yeah, it's going down technically further and further and further.
And the more he does it, the faster his falling speed is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And in this game, if your falling speed's fast enough, you can clip through blocks.
And how many times was it?
It's 176 in a row.
Whew, buckle up.
If anyone wants to donate for every Moonfall on the run,
Yeah, let's do it.
Be really, really good.
2.3, let's hit it. I believe. Are you counting, Zeni?
I counted 2.
I think we're at like 10 or 11 or something like that.
So actually, after the first 29, he does the first 29 in one direction because if you don't do it in that direction, it's really easy to mess the trick up. It's actually a really punishing trick because if you leave the ground at all, and there's a bunch of ways you can leave the ground, if you leave the ground at all, you lose all the fall speed.
So he's going to be staying grounded here until he hits these blocks.
Yeah, so check this out. This is going to be awesome.
So what's any?
Yeah.
Screamer, that kind of looked like cheating to me a little
So
bit.
what Zeni did there was he used his a cheat code to let him
Yeah,
pass the floor.
he's got his Game Shark in right now, and he's putting in cheat codes.
But yeah, that's exactly like what he did there. He stored all the speed, and then he unleashed it all.
So when Oates asked me if I was counting, I just remembered this.
Yep, unleash his
He asked me if I was counting, and I was like,
So this trick is, normally you
dude,
have to go
yes,
over red
shut up.
power bomb,
Like,
but by doing this trick, those blocks
because
are just
that
block
actually
power
takes a
bomb.
lot of
And he's able to pick
focus
up
to
a
do
power bomb
that
tank really
fast
early here.
without screwing up.
And damage boosts.
Yeah,
So like, he said that, and it like got in my head. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so nervous of screwing it up and having to start over because that's a big time loss if that happens. So
to the right or left, and
It's the
that's
cheeseburger.
cheeseburgers. And I lost my train of thought. Oh boy.
Damage boost.
Yeah, some enemies have like spikes, and enemies have different frames that allow you to damage boost. I think it's like 10 frames for spikes, and it's just
Yeah,
certain
it
rules.
varies depending on the enemies.
Yeah, but you'll be seeing it pretty much everywhere in the run.
Yeah, so, and a lot of this, this is Brinstar. A lot of this is going to be a lot of item cleanup. So he's going to come and collect Spore Spawn super missiles here. Poor Spore Spawn, we never see him.
Wait,
No,
That's all
you
right.
can't
He gets
do
to
any
live,
extra.
though. That's,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Spore Spawn is not loved anymore. Like all we do is like steal from him. We always steal his super tanks. Poor Spore Spawn.
He's got his own category, so he's fine, JRP, all right? He's the real hamburger of the game, not the power bombs. All right, so grabbing the super missiles here.
Yeah, and then he's going to grab Wave Beam Energy Tank, which is a really interesting glitch that he's able to do. He's able to shoot a super missile at an angle using a specific setup, and it'll actually clip through a door that you'll see. This is going to be the first door glitch that we're going to do in the run. There's going to be one later that's going to be a little bit harder than this one, but they're both pretty much required.
There you go. You
Nice.
got it.
Got it.
That's
First
right.
try, yeah.
Nice.
So you're like the super moves like so moves. It's basically the super. Because of how fast it moves, it misses the collision of the gate and goes straight into the switch.
Right, just goes right through, hits the blue side.
Yeah, those hoppers can be really annoying leaving that room.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage without suits.
So another nice thing is we can actually skip those charged missiles because we were able to collect a missile tank earlier. It's just another little bit of a time save.
So what is the exact percentage of RBO here that we're getting for item collection?
I don't remember.
It kind of changes depending on a
Yeah.
few things.
Okay.
Yeah, so it changes based on if you have to pick up PBs of Shame, which are going to be in lower warfare. Usually you have to pick them up, but getting hit by those guys is so
Yeah,
annoying.
they do a lot of damage.
Yeah. So this is specifically where the CWJ E-Tank, the TAS tank, will save time. Normally he'd have to lay a power bomb, run to the right, and go through a couple more rooms in order to collect that energy tank. But because he was able to do that early, he doesn't have to do any of that right now. So it cuts out a lot of backtracking.
All right, we're heading to Kraid, right? Or-
Yeah, shout outs to Ponk, who's doing German commentary right now, actually. He was I believe in a race, and he accidentally went crate first in an RBO run. So, yeah. We love you, Ponk.
I have no idea how I didn't get hit there.
Good job, nice.
Oh,
Now we're gonna-
it's top tier reactions.
Now we're gonna get Spazo. it's quite useful for Ridley because Ridley without Spazer, the Ridley with Spazer and Ice and Wave is about 60 charge shots, I think. Depending on what strat you do, but he's gonna.
It's just good extra DPS,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is very important because he's getting such a small amount of E-tanks to go into Lore Norfair.
He's probably going to be doing some special beam attacks on Ridley and supers, so like it's going to drastically speed up the fight.
Yeah, previously people would go and pick up a bunch of extra missile and super missile tanks, but timing it out, Zeni was able to find that Spazer is actually a little bit faster, so that's why we pick it up.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, that's another place where it's a 50-50 shot sometimes. The reason TAS tank is only 50-50 is because of the collision. The same thing can happen on the elevators. So it's basically 50-50.
you just
go down them
spam
sometimes.
up.
Yeah, you just spam them. This is going to be what we call the first hell run of the run. It's basically Zeni's going to be taking heat damage the whole time because the first suit is going to be Various suit in the game that you would normally collect, but that's locked behind Kraid, and we're not really interested in fighting Kraid right now. So
like your movement here is really critical. You can't really make any mistakes. You got to be spot on with your movement because if you take too many hits from enemies or you take too long, you can really like mess up your health and you can die really easily.
Yeah.
This is especially true in like lower Norfair, and even before it, like Lava Dive, where if you make any mistake, you're dead.
Yeah, time is health basically in this run.
Ooh, nice.
Really
There
nice.
you go, he got out.
That
First
mock ball is really tight. You gotta get full speed going through the door.
Yeah, so you see him freeze those guys. He needs that full run speed there. If he doesn't freeze them properly, he can fall down, and if he falls down, he's definitely going to die in the lava.
Hitting the gate's a lot of fun, dude. I love hitting the gate. Ooh, nice.
Oh, nice.
That was
That's a nice little time save.
Well, it seems the crowd knows their alphabet, evidently. Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yes, please.
We have a $1,370 donation from
Wow.
TGS. Thank you, TGS. Who says $10 for each of those moonwalks. I hope I got the number right. I only half heard how many it was. And also on that note,
176.
the chat, I've been watching you chat, by the way. I'm not just sitting by and passively waiting here. The chat is trying to offer a $5 train at Ridley, and I'm going to extend that challenge over to our local audience here as well. If the chat's going to do this on Twitch, there's a couple people back there, $5 goes a long way. Let's try to hit that. Our first goal.
Do it. We're close.
Let's do it.
We're almost at 2.1.
2.16 is our first goal from SGDQ 18, but remember it's 2.3 we're looking for ultimately. Back to you.
So he's another hell run. That's it's not that bad, but like
Yeah, if you have 3 tanks, it's pretty hard. But with the 5 in the reserve, he has no reserve. But
So interestingly, that strat still saves time even if you miss it those 3 times because that backup is still faster than going to the left side. So the items he's going to be grabbing here are going to be, this is going to be Speed Booster, which allows us to go fast. Awesome item for speedrunning. And then we're going to pick up Wave Beam right after.
But first, the farming
First the
station.
farming station. And
Yeah.
now we can get a few donations in here too.
Absolutely. We have a $15 donation from Tassie that says, bro, that's Orb in reverse boss order. Oh, come on now. We have $5 from Phantom Gwen that says, we raised $150,000 in less than 15 minutes earlier. We can do that again. Let's do one last push, one last donation train. Let's do it at the 30-minute mark. We got this. Also, kill the animals. Kill is behind by 10,000. Come on.
oh, we can do it. Yeah, it's getting closer.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So now we got speed boost, and I hope Zeni gets the Samus skate.
Yeah, there's a little weird glitch leaving this room that kind of makes Samus look like she's skating.
There it is.
So that's actually bad. That actually loses time, but it looks really cool.
It looks so cool. How could you not go for it?
Yeah, another little farm here to make sure that we're full on everything before another couple hell runs.
Yeah, it's very convenient that the bugs, there's a little nice farming station right here in between.
It just
It's kinda
happens
like the
sometimes.
junction to go to Speed Booster Wave.
Yeah, it's almost like the developers knew.
Yeah, I think Deer Force did know. Yeah. I said it too soon, I'm sorry.
Here's another hell run. We haven't seen one of those in a while.
Yeah, it's a nice short one though. These rooms, in particular. This room's called double chamber. It's my personal bane. It looks easy. It's deceptively hard. So this missile tank is right in the way. So it's actually nice to pick it up. Doesn't lose any time really.
That down back always looks good.
So Wave is a really nice DPS upgrade for the beam combo that he has right now, but he'll actually be unequipping a couple of beams so that he can do a special beam combo called X-Factoring. Basically, that spawns 4 particles that each do 300 damage and allows him to do some really quick damage to, specifically in this run, it's going to be Ridley, but it's used in a lot of different runs.
Got a little bit of levity here. I have $15 from the Orb that says, "Why have y'all been yelling at me all week?"
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got it.
That's an awesome damage boost.
Yeah.
It's actually way harder than it looks. It already looks hard.
We're coming up to our good friend Crocomire.
Yes.
Everyone loves
Crocomire.
Crocomire.
Of course.
Give
We
it a
hardly
round.
get to see him. We hardly get to see him, so it's good.
Crocomire, let's give it a round. Crocomire.
Oh,
Oh.
and that super missile there is, I think it's 1 frame, but it's really tight and it helps save a lot of time here.
This fight is
Really
pretty
nice.
this is pretty simple. Just like shoot it when it mouths opens.
I mean, he's not doing nothing, Zeni. Let him win, Mick. Come on.
What did
Okay.
what did
Push him into
Crocomire
lava.
ever do to you? You just come in here,
Into his
start
home.
hitting him.
Push him in the lava, yeah.
So Zeni's gonna try and do something right here. It's called a wraparound shot. So basically, like the way the game stores rooms in RAM is weird, and that like to the right of the room is the room again, where it has the left door to the right. So it's like it wraps around. So the room keeps wrapping around. So you can hit the right door, the left door from the right side.
Yeah, if you're paying attention, or if you have your speakers up, you could hear the door open when he did that shot in the corner there.
It's quite weird how it works.
All I know is it works, and it saves time.
It just works.
If it works, do it.
Exactly.
Hi, Croc.
Oh, boy.
Or Croc.
He's still good. No, never mind.
Looks a bit boned.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a nice little shine spark here.
That is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
really good shine spot.
And as you can see, the door was already open from the previous shot we talked about.
Those spikes do 60 damage
Cheeseburger.
when you don't have
Cheeseburger.
suits. So the health loss actually makes it worse.
All
to
right,
do
so
a
we're
spike suit
making our
there.
way down to Grapple Beam. Grapple Beam is a very useful item. We'll kind of explain more as we go along when we see the strats that it's necessary for. A lot of stuff in Viridia.
Yeah, it helps with farming, helps with movement, all sorts of stuff. There's a couple of really specific movement tech that's going to be used with it.
Yep.
This always looks good.
Just
Ooh,
that
that
mock
was
ball.
that triple
The mock ball
rainbow.
in and the mock ball out are both amazing.
Yeah, we can clap for that. Yeah, Grapple Beam. Yeah.
Just wait for the D boost.
And this
think he
is
jinxes me here.
actually known as the best mock ball in the game. Oh no!
Oh, no.
No, never mind. You should have waited
I
until
should
he
have waited.
Still do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to jump over that guy usually and come all the way down. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, we
RBO
need
is
enough
one of
power
my favorite
bombs
categories.
in order to do technique.
I'll be
I guess we
running
might as
it
well
again.
mention it now. There's going to be a technique coming
I don't
up
know
called crystal flashing. A crystal flash essentially allows Samus to restore all of her energy in exchange for 10 of each ammunition type. You need 10 missiles, 10 super missiles, and 11 power bombs because you actually have to lay a power bomb in order to do it. So you lay the power bomb, you do a specific button combination, and it'll allow Samus to regain all of her energy, including her reserve tanks, which is really important, actually.
Right, and without that, I don't think it would be possible, really.
Yeah, because you're going through so many areas where you're taking so much damage,
Right,
and there's
so-
not enough places to farm or fill up.
So we are making our way into the danger zone here.
So there's something coming up called Lava Dive. So series, Zeni has to go jump in the next room full of lava to get to lower north end. He has to jump in in a certain way so that his morphle bounces through the room. And if you...
So I had actually specifically told comms that I don't do that strat, and then JRP was talking as if I do that strat anyway. which was kind of funny. But yeah, I don't do the bounce ball lava dive. It's slower and more risky. But unfortunately, I missed that wall jump there. So I was disappointed, obviously, that I died, but we had backup saves for me to use in case that did happen. And honestly, that took a lot of the pressure off. Because at that point, it's like, well, I died already, so, you know. Anyway.
$5 train height.
Yeah, we are so close to 2.1. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, quick save kill update here. Kill is currently at 104,195, where save is 112,149. So please do not put those animals. There's so much save from the crowd. The runner disagrees with y'all. We also have a $5 donation from Anonymous. Thank you for those $5. Keep them coming. That says, Ridley here, if you're going to donate $5 in my honor, you'd better make sure it's towards killing those animals.
Perfect.
In my honest opinion, saving him's the better choice, though.
All right, let's see. He's going to try it one more time here. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, these first two jumps are actually, in the room, are pretty specific, too.
Despawn the orbs, yeah.
Oh,
Here we go.
Wait. There we go.
There we go. There we go. Now you can clap.
See, you can make it up, but like there's a chance you still die.
Yeah, if you were paying attention, his health got down to about 4 or 5 or so.
Yeah.
And any lower, and that's really close.
Yeah, and that's just how optimized this run has become, how tight it is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oats and Goats, JRP, and
Yeah.
KNO3_ were on the couch.
So lower north here.
We got a
so
green gate glitch coming up here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
if you jump through the gate in a certain way, you can manipulate the super to go through the gate and hit the switch. Like
There
that.
we go. He got it really fast. That
Yeah,
was good.
second try is not great, but it's better than running out of supers, which has happened before, and it's so disappointing.
It's also to note that glitch only works if the gate is facing left.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because of the way the momentum works with the supers and the hitboxes and that. It just doesn't work facing right.
And the way the game checks for collision, it checks the left side first and then the right side, if I remember correctly. So
Shiny's farming a little bit of super missiles there. I believe that's a 100% drop unless you have full supers, 4 supers. So
Nearly, yeah.
nearly
Yeah.
100%.
nothing is ever 100%.
Right.
Zeni-
99.9.
Yeah.
Zeni's going to pick up Screw here, and the Screw is a really useful item in that it makes escaping lower north
Waldo's on the
there
far left.
a lot easier, and it because if you don't have it, you have to maneuver around the key hunters later, and that can waste time and
last
drain
guy
your
is
health. So
Stump.
you don't want to do that.
So he's going
Yeah.
to use that momentum to get a jump here, use the screw attack to break through these blocks, get an extra super missile pack, which is crucial for this fight coming up.
It's one of the hardest fights in the game.
Is it?
Yeah, just look how difficult it is.
Hey, it's hard when you're like draining health, you know?
Like, come on, put up a fight, GT. You just stand there. But in fact, you can just morph there and just walk away, and it will never kill you.
Except if you're running RBO.
Yeah, or except that, yeah.
All right, so nice fight.
Ooh. There we go. No, nice jump. This jump is actually really tight, but it helps save a little bit of health.
Nice.
Yeah, so now is when we start getting to the really tense parts of the run. We're going to be going towards Ridley.
I think I bonked there. Yep.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. It's not a big deal, just got a refill. But yeah, he's going to be entering the other side of Lower Norfair here. And he's going to have to go fight Ridley and
Quite
do
the
all sorts
trek
of other
to get
things.
there.
Yeah.
So
So this is where Screw comes in handy. For many of these rooms, you want to like... Normally you would have to like maneuver around the enemies or take a hit from them, like in any percent. But like in this one, you can't afford to do that. You need like... Screw is really helpful because it can kill majority of the enemies in Lower Norfair. And they do a lot of damage. Like if you get hit by one, it's more likely it will end your run on the spot.
That's a really cool farm.
yeah.
This is called worst room in the game for many reasons.
Yes. With screw attack, it makes it a little bit nicer, but you're also dealing with the damage reduction, or you're taking heated damage.
Ooh, ooh.
All right, we're good.
It's not over yet.
Oh, it's never over.
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is why screw's handy, because if Zeni took one hit from those, they would end the run straight away.
Yeah, so something we didn't mention is that each of the suits reduces the amount of damage Samus will take by a certain amount. The Various suit will reduce it by 50%, and then the Gravity suit will reduce it by a 75% total. So by not having any suits, each of these enemies will do pretty much 4 times what you would normally do in any other runs.
So he's going to take damage here, which is much less than the spikes.
And
Spikes
this-
normally do 60. So.
Yes.
E.
Hey, Zeni, do we have a little bit of time for some love right before Ridley?
Yes, right now.
Okay, we have a $5,000 donation from our own Voolajin right here.
Wow.
Legion, man.
Voolajin says, oh my goodness. Voolajin says, with love, I cannot let my fellow staff members have the last word. So here's a donation to express my unbelievable appreciation for their hard work, dedication, and friendship. Even as I step back, I know GDQ will be in great hands with them. Thank you all. I am humbled and honored. If you need me, I'll be crying tears of joy in the corner. Me too, Voolajin. Thank you so much
you,
for
Voolajin.
everything.
Thank you. So these are the metal pirates. Zeni's able to farm these really quickly.
Yeah, this was
by
the finale of the
exploiting,
event.
the Shine Spark echoes that you can see shoot out from him.
They do super massive damage. How
Yeah,
much
they
damage?
do 4,096 damage per frame, which is insane.
So not that strong. So we're coming up to Ridley, and then before we get to Ridley, we're gonna have to do a few farm sessions to get ready to fight him.
Yeah, you're gonna get to see another Crystal Flash here.
This is when the grapple beam really comes in handy.
Yeah.
Like Kano was saying earlier, you can just stay up top and just keep farming below you.
All right, we have a little bit of time for some donations here. Yeah.
Oh,
All right, so that's the Crystal Flash. He needs to fill back up to a decent amount of ammunition here for the fight.
Yeah, so mainly he's looking for super missiles. He doesn't really want to get anything else. It would be nice to have more ammo here, but every time he gets a missile drop or a power bomb drop, it actually reduces his health a little bit before he goes into Ridley. He wants a certain amount of health entering Ridley so that he can survive the fight, but he needs 20 supers just as much. So he's kind of battling against, by collecting these health drops, he's battling against the heat damage.
so Zeni's gonna enter the fight doing a, like we said before, a beam combo attack called an X Factor, and they do 300 damage per hit.
All right, so-
it's the equivalent of like 4 charge shots.
We'll see how the fight goes here.
So we're gonna be really quiet now.
Ooh, nice manip. Wow.
It's not over yet.
Over yet.
It's not over yet.
Not over yet. Oh, wow, and he got the pause.
Hold on up.
Wait.
Here we go.
All
All
right,
right, you
now
can
we
breathe.
got DK. Good.
Yeah.
It was a very, very good fight. It was getting a little bit close there, but he
Yeah.
pulled it off.
So yeah,
Really?
those X Factor. So each X Factor, like the 4 purple particles, counts as is the equivalent of like 1 charge shot. So So 4 charge shots at once, basically.
Yeah, so it does 1,200 damage, and then super missiles do 600 to Ridley. So 2 super missiles is equivalent to 1 X Factor or 4 charge shots with all his beams on.
It saves quite a bit of time too, which is why it makes that fight a lot easier. You hear that, Behemoth? Free time save, go for it.
So he needs a certain amount of ammo leaving here. So even after doing so well on the Ridley fight, he needs to make sure he has 10 missiles, 10 supers, and 11. And actually, he needs 12 power bombs here because he needs to use one going up, and he actually has the right amount for it, so he can actually skip
So
power bombs. Is a shame if I'm mistaken. Awesome.
So this is where Screw comes in handy because there's going to be really tough enemies coming up, and they do a lot of damage.
Ridley actually showed me mercy in the fight. There was a point where he would normally pogo over to the right and he would have killed me, but instead he decided to pogo backwards, which literally saved that fight. So for once, Ridley was not a complete douchebag. For once.
Yeah, it's hard with suits. You know, without suits, it's very scary.
At least he has screws, like screws.
Right, it helps a lot.
Yeah, that was a good room.
We're going to intentionally take damage here so that we can do another Crystal Flash.
Yeah, so that's another rule of Crystal Flashing is you have to be at or below 50 health. Yeah, so he actually can't hit another one of those because they do 60 damage. It's happened before in runs and it's so disappointing.
So Zeni's going to, after this, going to be attempting something called a spike suit or flash suit. Basically, it's basically going to try and orb.
So
yeah, you explain it.
Yeah, so he's going to be carrying this all the way until after bot swoon, and it saves a ton of time.
There it is.
He got it.
Awesome. So that's a really tight trick. It's a 2-frame window into a 1-frame window.
So basically, Zeni, it doesn't look like it, but Zeni has a Shine Spark stored. So he has to be careful not to do the inputs that would normally trigger a Shine Spark.
Yeah, which is quite a few inputs. So if you're not very, very particular with your movement, you can just lose it. So.
And he's actually going to be entering Meridia next because he's going to fight Dragon. And the movement underwater can be very difficult. Although, interestingly, it's a little bit more lenient when it comes to inputs for using the Shine Spark in terms of not accidentally setting it off. So.
Do we have time for some more love? Because there's a lot for this Metroid here.
It's quite here.
All right, we have a $10,000 donation from our own Yeti.
Oh my goodness.
Please be kill the animals. Please be kill the animals.
And they say, hey all, Yeti here. Apparently there's a parallel speedrun happening on our website for ordering shirts. Here's another 10,000 thanks to you for your support. I can't just orb the save kill race with this donation. But I suggest that we may try to kill the animals this time a round. Don't give in to your fears and save the frames, which, by the way, race is getting a bit tighter between save kill right now. Save is at $119,684, where kill is at $112,902. But still, save is in the lead right now. If you want to kill those animals and support the runners as well as the frames, please get those donations in. And also, too, you may know him here from GDQ, $25 from Half Coordinated. Who doesn't love Half Coordinated? All the love for Half Coordinated. He says, hi all, Half Coordinated here. Thanks as always for allowing me to be part of the event. I love all of you. Aww. Thanks, Half. We love you too.
Mitchell.
And also, too, that $5 train was going during Ridley. I was watching the chat, so thank you to all of you at home for starting that $5 train. We appreciate that. Also, $25 from Wife of Zeni, who says, if you love me, kill the animals.
Uh-oh.
And little more love here. Oh, my goodness. $1,000 from our own Uranium Anchor as well. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
More GDQ love here. Who says, Uranium Anchor here. I had the biggest smile on my face watching the donations flood in as we hit 2 million again. There's even photo proof of it on Twitter. I'm unbelievably proud of everyone who makes these events so amazing. Good luck on the rest of this run. It's getting to Ridley right as I write this. And I'll see you all at SGDQ 19. Game on. Thank you so much, Yue.
You want to explain?
Nice. Yeah, so Zeni's coming here through Meridia suitless, so he has to do some very specific types of jumps, and he's actually manipulating his hitbox by aiming down. You can see right there that's actually required by pulling his hitbox up just to be able to grab onto that ledge.
And you see a lot of times he will start his jump by crouching.
Yes.
So,
yeah, that actually gets you an extra 8 pixels in height, which is pretty crazy.
pretty crucial as well for some of these.
So this is actually something we should talk about now because he's going to be doing it more. This is called a grapple jump. It exploits a weird property where grappling underwater will put Samus in a weird state where she's crouching for a moment. And from that, you're able to jump and do a lot of weird kind of stuff. It actually allows for a lot of really crucial movement through these rooms and makes the run possible in a few places.
Yeah, especially for like leaving Dragon's room, it's quite useful.
Yeah, and right here, coming up.
Yep, right here. This is going to be a really cool one.
You just kind of jump on thin air or thin water, I guess.
Zeni, there's grapple points there. Don't use the moon jump cheat. Come on, dude.
And just to mention, he's still holding on to the Shine Spark
Yeah.
all the way through
earlier.
here.
I feel like that's probably the harder part of it.
It's really, really difficult,
What's,
yeah.
What's coming up is Ice Clip, so he's basically going to grab the Mocktroid and use it to force him through, to clip through the block and jump through it. So basically, he's going to make him crouch, and when he stands up, he will be through the block and he can jump through it.
Yep, just like that.
Just the right height, so.
But here comes Splatoon. Hopefully, he gets a good pattern that's not stupid.
Everyone's favorite water snake.
The hitbox
Least
is a
favorite
mystery.
water snake.
Ooh.
9. Beautiful.
Oh, nice. That was great.
There's one thing to know about Splatoon's hitbox is that it's a complete mystery to everyone. It's like
Yeah, sometimes you hit him right in the head and he'll just won't even register, and sometimes you'll hit his back tail.
And
There it
this
is.
is where you get to use this Shine Spark. That saves about a minute. There's actually a little morph ball maze that you'd have to go
More
through
like
otherwise,
30
so it's
seconds.
a really huge time save.
But it is a good
A little bit of
time save.
farming. He needs at least 14 super missiles in order to proceed here. He's going to be doing another Crystal Flash. Of course, they're terrible RNG. There we go. But he's going to be doing another Crystal Flash coming up while he's fighting Dragon, and that'll allow him to escape Dragon.
So normally you would see a trick here called full halfy. Now because we don't have a gravity, we can't do that. So we have to maneuver around this room, and we don't want to go in the sand because the sand is fun.
Oh yeah, the sand is extremely difficult to navigate in.
if he's not careful and he turns around, it can be not quite game over. There are some strategies to get out.
Yeah, it used to be considered just game over, you're dead.
Right.
But
I think it is if you don't have high jump.
yeah,
It could be.
it actually happened in the practice room, and Zeni was able to get out alive, which is really impressive.
Yeah.
So
Here comes the water shrimp.
Yeah,
to note that room, the
This is
only
a
way you can
really
get back
cool
up
fight.
is with a shine spark. Or
exactly.
really, 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 really stupid wall jumps.
I think apparently that's only in the PAL version
Yeah.
too, which is
Is it
really
PAL?
annoying.
I think it was PAL.
Yeah.
No. You want to explain the fight, Kano? What's about
Yeah,
that?
so Dragon's about to swoop a couple of times, hopefully not too many times. Every time Dragon swoops after the first time is basically a time loss.
The reason he's getting
it's really
himself down is because he
frustrating.
needs to do a crystal flash here. So he
Exactly.
needs to get below that 50 threshold.
So wait for Dragon to swoop the first time, that's guaranteed. Oh no, and there's another swoop. All right, Dragon, what do you got for us? He's gonna do a crystal, try and do a crystal flash and get grabbed by Dragon. That will allow him to store another spike suit because for whatever reason, the game gives you a spike suit when you get grabbed in the middle of a crystal flash by Dragon here.
Yep.
There we go.
There's the goo, there's the grab.
So now he basically has a spike suit. He's going to actually turn that into what we call a blue suit, although he's not going to be blue because he's underwater.
It's not really a blue suit then, is it?
Come on, JRP.
See, every time Dragon swoops, it's basically a time loss. So this is actually pretty bad, Dragon RNG, but the fight's still doable either way. So you can see him activate it for a second there and then use the grapple kill,
Yeah,
which
that's
is an awesome way to kill Dragon.
It's actually, it's not too difficult, but it's actually pretty precise.
Yeah.
You have to activate, like you said, with
Yeah.
R and then be in the right spot for the grapple beam to grab the electricity.
Yeah, and you can see him activating and kind of teasing there with the blue suit. And you can see the speed echoes behind him as well, which is another side effect of the glitch. So he's picking up Space Jump here. Space Jump in combination with Screw Attack makes movement through a lot of these coming rooms way better, way easier, way faster.
So he's going to use grapple beam again to do some more grapple jumps.
Yeah, this grapple jump is very, it's pretty difficult, but he nails it first try.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Great.
So this is the whole reason you get blue suit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is required to get out of here.
So he's gonna shine spark out.
Now we're free.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now we get to go on and fight the rest of the bosses in the game. We're going to be picking up plasma in a second here.
Oh, the
Oh, here we
sand.
go. Here's some sand.
Sand.
Whoa, dude, I
there we
forgot
go.
that happened.
My heart.
Yeah.
Woo!
No one likes
Okay.
the sand.
No one. Even in categories where you're not, where you have suits that you can move underwater, sand is so annoying to deal with.
Especially shine sparking in them.
Yeah, shiny burning in the sand. You move like tiny bit at a time. It's funny.
This is a good time for donations, if there are any.
All right, sounds good. We have $1,000 from Anonymous who says, thanks to everyone who works to make GDQ go as well as it always does. Such a long event with so many parts to it, and y'all nail it twice a year. Save the animals, orb moon, etc., etc. No, we're kind of going for kills still. Kills down a little bit. Kills at 116,118 to 123,402 for saves. So again, do not troll the runner here. Let's kill the animals. And again, our speedrunners appear to be beating us right now. We're trying to go for a GDQ record right now. We want 2.3, chat. Let's do this together.
Yeah, we're close. 2.13.
In my opinion, saving the animals is far superior.
You're a traitor to us all. Oh.
Oh, I tell him that every time. Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, so we're picking up Plasma Beam here. It's actually a little bit faster. The place that mainly saves time is during Mother Brain. Mother Brain has the same amount of health as Ridley, actually, at 18,000 health. And instead of having to do 60 charge shots with the current beam combination he has, ooh, that's a great strat. Instead of having to do 60 charge shots, he only has to do 20 with Plasma Beam, so it's a huge time save. It's more than 40 seconds usually.
Metroid community, I have a little more love with you really quickly. $50 from Desi. I believe you all know who Desi is.
Oh, yeah.
Desi.
Hey, Shiny. It's Desi here, and wishing you good luck on your run. I know you won't go astray and deliver a deathless run. This donation is once again going to the Prevent Fusion Foundation.
Oh.
Save the frames and kill the animals. Thanks, Desi.
Disappointed, Desi. Saving is better.
All right, so we're going to see our favorite area, the Forgotten Highway.
Wait, this is an area in the game?
Yes, it is. You rarely see this in the game. Is RBO the only category?
Hey, Road, thank you for the gift sub.
There's a few other
categories, I think, that this is actually one of my favorite parts of RBO is just the fact that we generally don't see this part of the game in runs other than RBO and Hundo Map
DLC version part of the game.
and related Hundo Map.
Right.
But
This is the only DLC.
especially going in wrecked ship through the back door has some really cool strats, and it's kind of funny because you come through doors that end up gray on the other side. Deer Force, just for whatever reason, didn't make them all gray, and that made this possible to begin with. Made this route possible. So
That's convincing.
Yeah, it's a little bit too convincing. Yeah.
It's a shame that save is winning, though.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
We got a little while.
hopefully Twitch chat can change that.
Yeah.
Well, this strat's cool, though.
Yeah, these rooms are actually really cool. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, it's very hard because if you have such a small amount of space,
yeah, to fit in there, it's really
you
cool.
have a certain amount of frames that you need in order to space jump. So.
Oh, this is another really cool shine spark.
Oh, great.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really difficult.
And another thing to note, we're actually entering wrecked ship from basically the back entrance, which you normally wouldn't be able to do. All these doors are normally locked. You're going to see, I think it's here that it's going to be a gray door. Yeah, so you wouldn't be able to go in through that side of the gray door, but for whatever reason, you can go in the back. It's almost like Deer Force knew.
They did, or they were just too lazy. They're like, no one's going to make it back.
Oh, of course.
We're coming up to our best buddy, Fantoon.
Our best buddy? What?
Yeah, best buddy.
You have a good relationship with Fantoon, right? Right.
No.
Oates?
I got,
Good luck, Zeni.
I got,
Oh, you want to take over for this part?
Yeah, die. Sorry, man.
so Fantoon can either do three things. He can either give a fast, slow, or a mid pattern. We generally want fast.
Oates has died to Fantoon at multiple GDQs, from what I understand. So that's kind of what it was kind of an inside joke there.
Yeah, each of those first two patterns for the first phase are 25%, and then the slope pattern is a 50% shot. So it's kind of bad. The odds are against you.
So what he's going to be doing is 2 missiles, and a charge shot with plasma.
Slow,
Oh, nice,
fast.
fast. There we go.
Slow,
quick,
fast.
quick work.
Nice. All right. Zeni, don't forget to kill Kraid.
Is that a reference towards something?
Might have been a reference to Sweet Num or Pong. Or was it no
One of,
Pharaoh?
No,
one
it's
of them.
Pharaoh.
One of them.
For that to be true, they would have had to know about
All right, well.
Ooh, that's a great
the
strat.
Crystal Flash.
You don't have to do any
because you can't
bombs
get out of
there.
Dragon
Bombing takes
otherwise.
about a second, if I remember correctly, so save some time.
But there are a lot of
think we probably have
uncanny
time for a
things
couple
that make it
donations.
seem almost like they did expect
All
it.
right, sounds good. We have $250 from the Great Ghastly that says, I love what you guys are doing. Is it SGDQ yet? Kill the animals. Remember, that's what Zeni's wife wanted too. You don't want an unhappy wife. I thought it was happy wife, happy life, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't make Zeni sleep on the couch tonight. Let's try to kill those animals. Also, too, so we are almost 150,000 away from breaking this new record. I want it so badly. GDQ chat, we are going to have to go on a $10 train now if we want to make that in time. These speedrunners are
It
going
is
to beat
getting
us.
close.
Let's do it. Come on.
I've never raced low ice.
So normally
with
you
them.
come up this room to fight Phantoon, but we're coming down it to go kill Kraid.
Yeah, and you kind of get to exploit the moonfall a little bit on the way down.
Yeah, this is
Wait, this is the
this
best
is
part.
one of the
This-
coolest. Yeah.
It's gonna fall really fast.
Yeah.
So it kind of gets to show off the speed a little bit more. If you had like an infinite room, I think it'd be kind of curious. I'd be curious to see like how
Yeah.
fast you get going.
It's funny because there's a certain point where you've fallen so much and gained so much speed.
Ooh,
it
that's
just
an awesome
resets
strat.
to 0.
Oh, okay.
That's a really cool little bounce ball he did there. So he actually opened the door and bounced off of the door with the mock ball or with the morph ball, which saves a little bit of time. And he's done a ton of optimization. It's not just with the bigger strats with picking up certain items and things. He's also optimized rooms a ton.
Yeah, there's so many little things that
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Will we get the Kraid DLC today? We'll find out.
When I run RBO again, it's
Don't
going to be
jinx them.
interesting how many of these rooms
Jinx?
are improved just because of other
Quick
strats
drop.
that either I've gotten better at or come up with.
Nice.
Nice. Jump is deceptively hard.
Because if you don't know, locked doors open fast. Oh.
Oh no.
That's the first boss. Down. Nice.
Locked doors open faster than regular blue doors. So that's why. That's
Oh,
the
really? I
only
didn't
reason
know that actually.
Yeah, that's the only reason that strap
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Oh.
They open way faster.
Otherwise, you'll bonk.
All right. Hey,
There we
got it.
go.
All right.
So, I told you how Vario was locked behind Kraid. We're not even going to pick it up because at this point we already have everything we need. We have all the bosses killed. And the only thing that those suits would do is help prevent damage from Other Brain. So,
But we have like so many
Yeah.
E-tanks right now where the suits are meaningless
Exactly.
for the Mother Brain fight.
ooh, another nice little optimization there, mock ball.
Last time I ran RBO was in 2019.
We got time for a couple more donations on the way to the Golden 4 statue.
Absolutely. We have $400 from Anonymous who says, Metroids, Mother Brain, Space Pirates, Samus. Super Metroid is a warning about the dangers of introducing invasive species to environments that cannot handle them. Don't make the mistake that Chorizo did. Kill the animals. Also, quick save kill update.
Could theoretically
Save
have
is
one
currently
less tank than this.
125,689. Kill is only 122,133.
Ooh, wow.
We're having an influence on them. Let's keep it rolling.
Way closer, yeah.
Boo, boo.
Getting close. We better get those donations in soon if you want to kill the
Nice red
animals.
tower.
So
And I'm serious.
now we're basically just going to Taurian. Like this is at the end game.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, if there are any more donations, feel free.
Yeah, I've had world records since I took it because nobody has been willing to contend it. Aussie got a sub hour and then he quit.
Nice. That is harder than it looks.
Poor little bug.
Another cool thing to mention is that there's a bunch of little visual cues all over Super Metroid. It's what makes running it a lot of fun. Is you get to learn all these different tiny little things about each room.
Very
so there's
improvable
visual cues
twin.
for when to shoot shots and visual cues for things like that. That's a really nice mock ball.
Yeah, the
There are
game
things
is so
that I hate
detailed
about
it.
and it helps complements the fact that you can practice strats.
Yeah,
with
there's always
those
stuff you
visual
can pick
cues.
out in the background.
Yeah.
Makes it quite easy to learn stuff in that.
Yeah, it
the
does.
strats.
Yeah.
It's all about them visual cues.
Its Turian is absolutely awful.
All right.
For example.
All right, Golden 4, probably perfect for donations, few of them.
The waiting room, as I call it.
Unless they're busy.
I always wonder what's shooting out of their eyes.
It's actually, I probably won't even say it. I forgot.
Ice cream.
It's like a face in some sort of like culture or something. Yeah, it's like a screaming face that shoots up.
Interesting. Like almost like a ghost kind of coming
Yeah,
out
kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't remember what it's called though.
Oh, there's a name for it.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
There's so much lore in these games.
I love the screw attack.
I've been thinking
noise
about
that
putting a
makes
bounty
music
on
to my
RBO.
ears.
It's hypnotizing.
But
Yeah,
if I do, it
It's the
won't be
best
until I'm
one
done with
out of all
Hundo.
the games. Zero Mission one's the worst though.
All right, entering Torian.
So Zeni's going to be. So these rooms are full of Metroids.
Unless I
And Zeni's
change
going to
my
be doing
mind.
some really tight strats to kill them really quickly, with their utilizing the plasma beam, space jump, and item cancel. Ooh.
All right, that's okay. There's actually a
Dude, we
weird
get
thing that
terrible
can happen.
RNG here.
It's better to have it frozen in front of you than fly off the screen behind you, because if it goes off the screen behind you, off to the right, it's really odd, their behavior.
Yeah, so Zeni is needing at least 15 and 10 here. He's not getting very good luck at all.
Oh, nice. Oh, no drop.
He got the strats, but he hasn't getting any.
Yeah,
super
might have to
missiles.
refarm this room, potentially.
So what he's going to do probably is kill these first two. As long as he doesn't kill the third one. Oh, man.
Oh, he's just not getting the supers.
As long as he doesn't kill the third one, he can keep reloading the
So-
room to kill the first two.
Torian is notorious for ending runs because the Metroids didn't feel like giving you the drops.
Yeah.
It is.
happens a lot.
Oath can like
Any
tell you
runner
that.
that's done this game for a long period of time, knows how bad it can be. Like right now, this is terrible. Only one super missile in the last 2 rooms, 4 Metroids.
Yeah, and again, because we don't have any suits, those Rinkas actually deal way more damage than you'd expect. They deal 40 damage each.
And what is the drop rate? About 20-30% for super missiles?
Oh wow!
It's low, and it's not really affected by your
What is this luck?
any of your other.
Yeah, he's gonna do it one more time. Unfortunately, it's not working out for him. It's kind of how this game works sometimes.
Yeah,
That is disgusting. Like I have
It really
not
is.
seen
This is some of the
something
worst.
so bad.
It's kind of the marathon luck, it happens sometimes.
Ah,
oh, okay, perfect.
Well, 15 and 11 works, so
Yeah.
he got it.
Oh, did he get hit? Yeah.
ow!
That just happens sometimes. It's really.
That's like
annoying.
120 damage.
All right, so coming up is called a trick called Metroid Skip. What he's going to be doing is playing jump rope with our pal from the series station at the very beginning of the game. He's kind of grown up real fast in like 47 minutes. So he's going to be playing jump rope with him. Try not to get grabbed.
Oop. Ah.
So that right there was a D-pad
That last
issue.
jump was slightly off.
Yeah, if you don't get the spin there, you kind of don't get the momentum
face
you
right.
need.
Come on.
You don't get the momentum you need if you don't get a spin jump, so it's all right. It's not that big of a time loss. And we get to see this
15-7 is minimum
cutscene
for the
for the
tank.
lore. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For the lore.
The baby.
Yeah, it gets you emotionally attached
So
first.
I could theoretically do it with 15-7,
Nice
but
little
it would
refill
require
station.
a lot of backtracking and
helpful.
refilling.
So fun fact, if you save here, you can't actually
Because we'd
leave.
have to kill the Zebatites as
Yeah,
well.
if you save it, the save
Yeah.
mission coming up. Yep.
I've seen many casual people like beat the game and like, all right, let's 100%, and then they're like, oh,
I kind of love that aspect about the game. It's like, no, you lock yourself and you have to replay the entire game. I like it.
fun fact, you can crash the game with that idle.
Oh, you can.
Yeah, if you
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
All right, so he's going to be doing a trick here called Zebetite Glitch. He's going to be going for this through the first Zebetite.
Oh, I missed it.
He has a
there's
couple,
backup,
he has
yeah.
a couple backups here.
There we
go.
He's going to be going through the first Zebetite.
So that Zebetite skip is the whole reason the 80% route's possible.
Right.
Because if you couldn't do that, they would just be have to picking up so many tanks and that to just kill Mother Brain.
Yeah, as you noticed, all these Zebetites after that first one aren't loaded. So you only need a pretty small amount.
So Mother Brain, only 20 shots, and then he's going to be doing a thing called stand-up, which is like, he's basically, when she does the hyper beam, it forces you into a crouching position. But like, if you do something a certain way, it will force you. You can stand back up, and then you could trigger the baby cutscene by running into Mother Brain to lower your health, because it starts the cuts. Oh no!
Yeah, we're dead. It's okay. We have a safety.
It's all right.
Play it out.
So basically,
Are you going to play it out, or you can't continue, correct?
Just to show, yeah. So basically, this beam deals a specific amount of damage. It's a cutscene. There's no way to avoid it. But we do have a safety save for it. So this is what happens when, unfortunately, you take a little too much damage. This fight isn't free, and again, that's another issue with not having any suits, is all of those attacks do so much more damage. That beam does 400 damage per hit, and it can multi-hit.
Right, the catch-up, yeah.
Yeah.
so what Zeni was gonna do was so when you stand up and take damage from Mother Brain, it starts the cutscene for the baby draining Mother Brain's health. But if you're jumping in the air, it doesn't lock you to the ground, so you can shoot Mother Brain.
You know,
constantly
I
into,
think Shiny died because Kill the Animals is a little bit behind.
Yeah. Got a little extra time here. You better get those donations in.
It's not by much right now.
Ooh.
From what I can see, it's a difference of $500 right now.
Oh, wow.
It's
You wanted to
anybody's
make the
game.
difference, yeah.
Nice first try Zeb skip there.
So round 2. So yeah, it's just 20 shots, and then he's gonna do stand up.
It's really a really unfortunate pattern there that happened.
See, Mother Brain could just like out of nowhere just shoot the ketchup without warning.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to jump over like the bomb that she lays, and it puts you in a really awkward position.
The worst is the blue onion rings
Yeah, they
combo.
kind of like,
Yeah, and they don't actually have any iframes, so if you get hit by one onion ring, you might get hit by all 4. Onion rings are the blue rings. We came up with names for each of
we'll see how the fight goes
the
here.
community.
That's the meatball.
That's the meatball,
Onion rings.
There's a french fry somewhere. And we got ketchup beam.
There's the french fry.
There's the french fry.
Here's the ketchup.
Weird patterns.
Need that ketchup. Makes everything better. All right, now we're good.
There we go.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah, so again, this is the required damage that Zeni has to take.
So you,
And there's stand up, and then he has to be in the air once the baby Metroid comes on screen, which you'll see in a second. And that's basically the glitch.
Yeah, so normally if you've ever played the game, you notice you'll be kind of kneeling trying to stand up.
Oh, there we go. We just passed SGDQ 2018.
Oh, nice.
We got a new milestone. You guys better get your donations in soon. Save kill is coming up really soon, actually. It's once Mother Brain's head hits the floor.
So we got about a minute and a half here, I'd say, or something like that.
Something along those lines.
Yep. But normally you're on the ground, kneeling, trying to get back up, but he can stand up here. During this gray phase of Mother Brain, he can deal damage to the 3rd phase of Mother Brain, to where essentially you don't need to do any shots for the last phase.
Yeah, there's just one caveat. He has to be jumping at a specific point when it checks for you to be on the ground. If you're not jumping there, then bad things happen.
yeah, like the Metroid, as soon as you're at full health, the Metroid stops where it is. And the only way it can move around is if Mother Brain shoots it. So if you're to the left and the Metroid's to the left, the Mother Brain's just going to keep shooting the right corner of the room.
This is
and
when you put Bible thumps in the chat.
Baby thump.
Yeah, baby thumps, Bible thumps.
Bible thump.
No.
The baby dude. And
one shot.
Dead.
Oh, perfect. All right, so
Get ready on save kill.
that's it.
All right, save or kill.
What is it?
Well, I think we've all spoken, and I think Zeni's wife's gonna be happy. Kill him.
Yes.
I'm deeply disappointed. How could you do this?
We also just beat AGDQ 18, folks.
Bloodthirsty crowd.
Yeah,
Wow.
bloodthirst. Yeah.
Zeni, do the thing.
That's the last moonfall of the game. Saves a few seconds.
I think you should taunt him a little bit for the sabers. No.
Or rip
Hey, we get
Behemoth's
to do
bar.
another climb.
Yeah.
Share that to Behemoth, dude.
For the behemoth.
And
Shot
all the
card.
strats.
Look at that climb. That was actually really clean.
All the strats are named after Behemoth.
Yeah.
Buddy.
Like that's the Behemoth room. They're all called Behemoth rooms.
Everyone wave.
Oh,
No. Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
You're taunting, right?
I'm.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute. Don't go in.
We have a rogue runner.
Don't go in.
Oh!
I was about to say, grab the controller, Waldo.
Zeni, I'm deeply disappointed you didn't go in that room. Come on.
That was just like the total. Kill was 142,679 and save was 135,511.
Wow.
And we have that $5,000 donation that did it from
Time.
Kale 5.
Oh, cool.
Zeni.
I almost started crying right here. It's a big moment
Good job,
for me.
man, dude. Good job, Denny. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, boy.
Come on, let's go.
So yeah, that was my AGDQ 2019 RBO run. Good stuff.